My name is Kenny Hu. I'm the founder of Observe. In the recent years, taller buildings sprouted out across in Kuching in terms of high-rise condominium and apartments. This industry needs a property management, which is quite new in Sarawak. So we hope that we can develop an app and a system to cater ongoing demand for this property management industry. I hope that by participating in this Crocodile Byte, we can be a part of the startup ecosystem in Sarawak. If we can get a bite from the Crocs, then our company will accelerate faster to meet our goal. However, if we cannot get a bite from the Crocs, we hope that they can give us a good feedback on how can we improve our app so we can make it better.
Crocs, my name is Kenny Hu. I'm the founder, UI/UX designer for Observe. Observe is a property management app developer company, and we started in July 2020 because in recent years there are taller buildings sprouted out across in Kuching in the form of high-rise apartments and condominium, and there is a great demand, serious demand for property management industry, and this is a promising industry for a tech startup to tag along. The problem with the property management industry in Kuching at the moment is that they are still using the very traditional way to manage the property, such as using the paperwork, everything. And then residents will feel that it's a very rigid process, and that we feel that property manager is not efficient. And for property manager, they will feel that there's a lot of heavy workload and very tedious work for them. So to solve this problem, we developed Observe app. So Observe app is a mobile app where users can opt for a variety of property management related features. We work closely with the property management company to tag along with them in this industry. So for the market validation, we developed the version 1, which is a prototype, and we launched at October 2020. And the app is deployed in several apartments to test the usability and to conduct a research on the market opportunity. From the past experience, we found out that there's a big market opportunity for this app. So on top of the management app and management features, we offer on-demand services such as cleaning, laundry services, and many more on the home screen of the app. For the market adoption, we partner with management company and also property developer. This is the future growth plan for our startup. This is the roadmap. We designed and built it on the year 2020. And for the upcoming version 2, we are targeting to launch it on the May of this year. So on the May of this year, there's a version 2 which we offer on-demand services. For other services in future, we can add in such as room service. Actually, it's an alternative for food delivery because food delivery at the market, there are too many food delivery at the moment. So we play around with the concept. We offer a room service, which the resident inside the property can directly order the food to be sent to their units, to their property, like how hotel room services. So by listing our app, we got the management team on site anytime, so they can come and they can view the unit directly. And for the quarter 4, we try to add on the mobile vendor services inside the app. So such as like how the van selling the vegetable, the chicken, doing. So inside the app, they can track where is the mobile vendor van at the moment. That they can ask them to come in. Actually, it's an alternative to grocery delivery as well. So for the quarter 2 2024, we are planning to launch the care services inside the app. For example, if you are working in overseas and you got an old parent staying at the condominium or apartment, so you can just purchase the service from us. We will take care of your old parents or even your children. So for this seed funding, we are raising 300,000 for 20% equity of our startup. So the use of funds, most of it we will use it for salaries and new hire, and 33% will be used for marketing. 13% will be used for operational costs, and 11% will be used for product development. But before Q&A session, Ben, can you help me to demo? So this one will be the upcoming version of our new version 2 app. So here you can see that there are measurements. Then they click in. If they want to make a report, then they make a report. So they can submit it. Yes. Go to my report and click. Here, after they submit a report, what condominium or apartment resident facing are? The property management company neglected their report. Maybe they report about a defect, but maybe it takes forever for them to get back to the owner. So with our new system, once they make a report, there will be a timer, countdown timer. So in 24 hours, the property manager will receive the notification on the report. They have to resolve it. So if the countdown timer reach the zero, then there will be heavy reminder, like maybe blast to the SMS, blast to the email to the property manager to remind them that you got a complaint haven't resolved yet. This is how we're going to take care of the residents. Yeah.
Kenny, one question. What is your current revenue at the moment?
At the moment, we don't have revenue yet because our first version is mainly on property management. Although this may look not healthy for the company, but I believe data is the future goal. So if we get the data for the next version, then this is how we were going to make the money.
So you're talking about data, then I'm very curious in terms of like the 18 condos that you have actually onboarded, right? How much is the engagement of the users with your app?
We can engage around, our database around 1,300, and we manage to engage around 40%, which we get around 600 to 700 active users, which I mean, because inside our backend we can see the last login, so we can trace that they use around 600 or 700 active users.
But you're saying that your first, sorry, because you're saying like the first features and everything, all it's really for the property managers to use, right? The functionalities.
Correct.
How do you get like the 1,000 over users? What would residents be doing on the app when you don't actually have services yet?
Actually, we have services for the management. They use it for complaint, for management announcement to their users. Like for example, there will be water disruption, everything, and booking facility, pay management fee. Yeah. So this is the first service we roll out.
Yeah, Kenny, I was going to ask just now, your problem statement.
Yes.
I totally agree with that. That there's a lot of pain point to be solved in this, right? But what is not clear to me, if you can just help me to elaborate, your solution is being targeted at the management office, the property owner.
Yes.
It means the tenant that's living there.
Yes.
Or
end user.
Actually, it's both. Actually, for both.
Oh, you're targeting both, right?
Yes, for residents and property management.
I think I agree with Alan. You do have a lot of passion in this. I mean, like you were in renovation, and then you took the MCO time to think and want to do this, right? I think what is really lacking is your product roadmap development, because you are a UI UX designer, right? You should probably understand what are the reasonings behind coming up with different features and stuff like that. That part of it, you probably need to work on it a lot more. That includes validating. Like, let's say you got to show us the money in order for us to show you the money. Because if you can't do that, then it will be very difficult.
Yeah. So saying that, I would like to.
You want to give him the money?
I would like to take the bite, but I would like to take the bite, but you know, I think you should come and join us in our accelerator program. Let us guide you through for the next 3 to 6 months, and then we talk about investment.
Yeah.
That 3 to 6 months will be focused on validation. Every aspect of your business model. How about that?
Right. Good job.
Basically, how we start our company is with the intentions of environmental protection. As most of us know that a lot of people nowadays, they want to protect the environment. Our main goal is that we try to give solutions to the beneficiary parties that require the solutions. So even though sometimes it may not be easy to get the funding from the Crocs, but we believe that we give a try and try to improve from their constructive comments. Hello, fellow Crocs. I'm Kausan Tawi, and I'm from Fly Technology Agriculture. And today, I would like to present to you Agri Data, revolutionizing conventional farming perspective. So before we start, let me briefly introduce to you the company where I'm working with. So Fly Technology Agriculture, or Warming Up, is a ISO 14001 certified and as well as accredited tax-exempted social enterprise recognized by Ministry of Finance Malaysia and as well as Ministry of Entrepreneur Development and Cooperative, MIDEC. Under the group of Fly Technology Agriculture, there are 3 pillars. The first pillar is the sustaination, and then the second pillars would be the warming up. And lastly, the third pillar would be the family. So these 3 pillars actually working hand in hand together to identify problems faced by our beneficiary farmers and as well as retailers. And we propose viable solutions to the farmers as well as the retailers. And of course, we also impart knowledge to our farmers so that they can keep up with the modern trends. I just want to highlight one problem whereby throughout these years, as we deal with waste management, we have this opportunity to engage with our farmers and as well as the retailers. And from what we observe, from what we collect, especially in terms of data, we notice that there's one persisting problem, which is the inconsistent supply and demand chain, which means that sometimes the farmers, they do have oversupply, and that causes food surplus, and that food surplus end up in the landfill or end up as organic waste, and that's where warming up comes in to tackle it. And these things keeps on repeating. And besides that, we also notice the retailers, they have this issue, especially when they rely on local produce farmers. Sometimes there's no supply or less supply, and it is very hard for the retailers to continue to sustain their business. And from this data analysis, we identified 3 problem statements. The first one would be the uncertain environment and climate conditions. So our farmers, they have this challenge whereby they have these mindsets of conventional farming. As long as they put fertilizers, as long as they spray pesticides, their produce would be okay. But actually, it's not sustained, whereby their land, their soil would be degraded over time. And over time, they need to supply more and more fertilizers. And secondly, there is a knowledge gap between the conventional and smart farming practitioner. As we know that nowadays, the smart farming practitioner, they are utilizing IoT, and they can make more and more money. But for our conventional farmers, they can only rely on their head knowledge, their traditional practices, to earn their profit for daily living, not business model, some things like that. And finally, The channel barrier, this is also another thing that we identified, whereby the retailers always have this issue, they cannot get the constant supply. And we hope that by using what we're going to propose, the Agri data, we can do the predictive and smart farming. And using this Agri data, actually involve three core technologies, which is the environmental and atmospheric technology in terms of science, and then of course the plant science technology, and finally the supply and demand price analysis. So with these three core technology involved in this Agri data, we can provide solutions to both the farmers and as well as the retailers. They can predict and optimize agricultural production. And then besides that, by using this Agri data, the farmers can also reduce avoidable risks, whereby there are certain periods in our climate that's gonna be dry and sometimes gonna be wet. And finally, for the retailer side, can establish well-planned business plan whereby they can forecast the supply and demand in the next few months. And with that, they can communicate with the farmers to plan ahead. And this is our core team. Here's Jeff Wee, founder, Han Pei Chin, the co-founder, and also the officers, Ken Yi, the predictive farming officer, Khao Sun Tawi, I myself, officer, and Go Jin, the data analyst. So we believe that with this core team, we can contribute and develop this Agri data into a software. So next, I want to show to you the pilot study that we are doing. This is what we have in mind with all the data collected. So, for instance, you can see on the screen that all the information and details are there. And besides that, also provide plantation management, whereby which month is the best to plant, and also from the economical aspects, which month is the best to plant banana in order to sell it to the market. So basically, this is our pilot study, and we do hope that fellow Crocs would support. I think that's all from me. Yeah.
So you're not pitching yet,
You're not
lah.
pitching yet, lah.
So you just want to share. He got to be serious. You want the money or you don't want the money from us? So you're not pitching yet,
You're not
lah.
pitching yet, lah.
So you just want to share. He got to be serious. You want the money or you don't want the money from us?
Yeah.
No? If see, because this is a pitching process, he got to be serious. And they tell us, so at least I like the idea. I know Jeff for a long time. Even he started warming up that time, I gone through with him in IQ for a long time. I understand, but I see the thing grow. Another two pillar, which is there's progress is there actually, which is good sign. And are you still remain a social enterprise, or you turn into the commercial eventually?
This is good proposal. I no doubt it is a good proposal. I mean, if we develop it well, would you agree with me? This is a good proposal. I think you should put more brain into it, more effort into it.
Okay.
You know, and please next time tell your founder. You know, you're coming from environmental waste management and forestry, and you talk about agri data, and it has to be something that's solid. You come to present here, unless you just want to share this for information and for us to digest, and no, you're not interested in getting the funding. You know, if you ask me, I would love to be this if your proposal is concrete. You see?
Oh yeah. Okay, thank you for the comments.
Same thing for me, right? I don't flying from Kuala Lumpur to here.
Yeah.
without being able to speak to the founder himself, right?
I purposely picked this subject to come because I know the subject matter. That's why I'm interested to know more detail. What is the potential? What is the futures that to be? So that's why I purposely choose for this subject, this pitching. Thanks. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm a bit disappointed, but well, I'm excited to see this thing to be developed.
Yeah.
Don't know what to say.
I actually was quite confused at the start what this business does as well. Because you do quite a few things, right? And then it looked like you were pitching Agri data.
Agree with Ben because it's like the data, it's supposed to data analysis with some kind of useful result for us to use or for them to use. But now it's something like data entry. That's what I can see from the Excel there.
Yeah, still
Yeah.
like still pilots. Yeah,
Still very raw.
Yeah.
The problem might not even be in the data sometimes because you cannot collect every kind of data.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
But we need to meet up with Jeff.
Yeah.
Right, thank you so much.
Okay.
Kenny and Carson, thank you for your presentation. I really enjoyed it. In fact, I learned a lot from both your presentation today. As regards to your presentation, Kenny, today, as I've mentioned earlier, I think your idea does solve the pain points currently, as what you have mentioned in your slides earlier. So that is a pain point, and I think you have a solution for it. But as regards to your the stage of your business that you are in right now, you need to do a lot more validation, and that I think is something that we can help. And I would love to invite you, to join us in our next accelerator program, if possible. So when we are ready, we'll make the announcement and make sure you apply for it. And as for Carson, business idea, I've learned to never say that any business idea is bad. It's only a bad thing.
Yeah, for Kenny, right? I think you didn't touch much on the property management.
When you guys are pitching for money, both of you are asking about 300,000 each. I need to feel confident you guys are the ones that I will invest in this year. Usually what I need to see is some form of valuation. And what I mean by that is proof that the business works. Proof that you can generate money, at least some initial revenues. I'm not biting today.
Yeah, Dato'.
All right. Sorry, Kenny, I did not. I wasn't here when you presented, but I was observing at the back. But nevertheless, I think they've got given a good comment. But in principles, for as a general principle into business, of course, I agree with Ben. It has to be any business. It has to be profitable. I'm not biting today.
Our advice to you, first, I think, Kenny, you have to develop your more confidence on the stage to give people that I want to do something for your company, and it will going to be, of course, based on the feedback, advice that you can improve along the way. Doesn't mean first round you fail, there's no second chance. And I'm impressed with Carlson also. As I said, you are just employee of the company, but you actually did a good job. And I like the idea. As far as today concerned, I don't have that appetite yet, but does not deter me from futures possible. If you go along the way, you improve and you're getting better, and show us that really that our money put on you is worth the investment, and we'll become partner or get return eventually. We don't look at a lot, but we want to help young people like you. Actually, say you must have belief on yourself. Today, all the crocodile, no thief cannot bite, but there will be some hungry crocodile will also look at the opportunity.
or there's a strategic value,
Yes.
they can work together with you.
So, and also you have benefited. Alan offered some pre-acceleration program. I think take an opportunity, take it as a learning process, and we'll see you next round probably near Taiko already. All right, thank you.
What is the intention here? Is it to help all these other vendors, the small vendors, to be on your platform?
Initially, you said you want to sell the system, right?
I am.
That is what your target. But now you're telling us I'm going to produce 500 kilo of the product.
So which
which is which now?